let it rest.
Never let it rest.
Until your good is your better.
Till your good is your better.
And your better is your best.
And your better is your best.
Black people.
Black people.
You were once great.
You were once great.
You shall be great again.
You shall be great again.
Lose not faith.
Lose not faith.
Lose not courage.
Lose not courage.
Go forward.
Go forward.
Uplift the race.
Uplift the race.
Harambe.
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 Spirituality supports reality. 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 Spirituality supports reality.
This is an African set, more respect. I saw the light and now I got to reflect straight back. Here's a little message while you live, and what I got to give is somewhat positive. Spade, the brother's gonna serve rhythmatically. Pass up on to you what was taught to me. That was Afrocentricity about being spiritual. So here we go to proceed quite lyrical. Praise the one for which I pledge my stand. Peace to the creator, word to the motherland. I got to give it up, cause I'm down with Casa. Jumped in the circle, I was told we have to stand together as one in unity. Amongst ourselves, amongst our community. Strong, repelling the interference of genocide. Luther King died to keep the dream alive. Mandela, the fella served 25, still revived. Speaking, teaching others to survive. And look towards the Nubian place. Your mind is a waste if you don't know your race or heritage. History of the Afro-American. Who's truly African? There's no comparison. We're all the same underneath the skin, whether dark or light. You might be my kin, so I relate to my brothers and my sisters. See, to the east, to the east, to the east of me. We travel over here by slave ship. I dropped a bomb on the Uncle Tom, who ain't hip. Straight to the situation of the Asiatic nation. I stop them in the face with righteous information, stating this, educating only facts and reality. That's well supplemented by spirituality.
Spirituality supports reality. 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 Spirituality supports reality.
Women, but most important goddesses were black, not just for the African now in the civilization of the Greeks. The Greek was so profoundly affected by the Africans that the goddess of chastity was a black woman, Artemis. The goddess of wisdom was a black woman, Minerva. The goddess of beauty was a black woman, Diana. And many of their great mythological figures which were critical to the vision of history, the history of the Greeks in the Odyssey. The woman who draws, who has the power to draw Odysseus and all his crew into her, is Circe, who is represented as a black woman with African features on the Greek vases. The woman who helps Jason win the golden fleece is a black woman, Medea. The woman who marries Perseus, the Greek hero, is a
Magic. Sitting up here, Kid Magic. Kid Magic rock. Shouts out. Here we go. Drink your water. Come on, drink your water, but first, take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, breathe, breathe, then drink. Take a breath, take your breath. Now, grab your glass for some water. Grab your glass. Lift your pitcher of that water. Or bottle. Get that pitcher of that water. Simply pour some water. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, lift, pour, then drink. Now move your body and drink some water. Move your body. Move your body and drink some water. Move your body. Move your body and drink some water. Bam. Just move your body. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your water. Or should I say, move, then drink. Move your body. Move your body. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors, fam. Just raise your glass. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your water. Or should I say, raise, toast, then drink. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Lift and pour yourself some water. Pour. Move your body, drink some water. Move it. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Breathe, lift, move, toast. But remember to stay healthy. Remember the four pillars. Breathe, drink, eat, move. Drink half your weight in ounces. Eat a culturally appropriate diet. Behave. Take your breath. Come on. Lift and pour. You can do it. Move your body. Come on. Come on. Toast your ancestors. Drink up. Come on. Drink it. Drink it. Drink it. Come on. You can do it. Come on. Drink it. Lift it. Drink it. Come on. Drink that healthy air. Drink. 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 Drink your water. Take your breath. Take your breath. Take your breath. Lift and pour. Lift it. Move your body. Come on. Come on. Toast your ancestors. Drink. 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 Drink your water. Drink. 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 Come on. Come on. Drink your water. Take your breath. Lift and pour. Come on, pour it. Move your body. Move. Toast your ancestors. Drink, 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 drink. What? Drink your water. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your water. Great day, family. Oh my God. Welcome to the journey, my friends and family. I want to thank each and every last one of you that's been taking the time to check out the show. Y'all have been going off on the shares, and the numbers have been jumping. I want to thank each and every last one of you. And, I don't even know what to say. You know what I'm saying? I'm just humbled. I'm glad that it's catching on. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, we have to go and start saluting our ancestors. Many of them gave up their life, and in some cases gave up their happiness to make sure that we will be able to be here today.
They suffered and they struggled through for days like this. And so hopefully we are taking our time to make them proud. Those of you that would like to add your ancestors to our toast list, you know what I'm saying, to the daily toast list, by all means do so. You can post them up on the timeline as we speak. Right now, we are streaming live on Facebook. We are streaming live on Twitch. We are streaming live on YouTube. We are streaming live on D-Live right now. We also live on Instagram as well. Sitting right over here, look at the Instagram family. I want to once again thank all of you daily toasters that are checking us out. The movement is growing. The tribe is getting more powerful day by day. I want to thank all of the supporters. As y'all can see on the receipt screen, when I throw that up, you can see the name of all the people who have been been working with the family and helping us build. And I want to also thank those people that's been making donations. So you got people who are subscribers who aren't still going to the button and clicking and donating. Family, listen. And like I said, we're going to make y'all proud with some of the stuff we doing. As a matter of fact, we got the DigiFest coming up on June 20th. Please come on in and check us out. I'm still working out some of the bugs. And in between, like my energy is like, yeah. Came in yesterday and just laid down, man, and I started coughing. I'm like, what the hell? Is this seasonal? What is it? Because it felt like I was getting some flow from my sinus, and then next thing you know, it was like I was choking. I was like, oh shit, what? Like, oh my God, what is going on? You know what I'm saying? But it's all good. It's all good. But family, we're going to pour these libations because we got a little bit of news to talk about. Man, I mean, it's so much fuckery and bitchcraft. We got a battle on a daily basis. All right. Anime got up and she was yelling at me this morning. I usually yell at them because they was late. Now she like, y'all, you don't even use this no more. So I want to remind you, you are now standing in the congregation of the mighty, in the home of the stubborn minority, in the place where your hustle builds muscle. This is Ujamaa Journey Media. Of course, you know this is a Heart of a Simple production. Heart of a Simple production. And this is the Daily Toast. And I want to say great Ujamaa to each and every last one of you. And of course, you know we strive to blow up your old paradigm. All right, let me send out this. I keep forgetting to send out the Discord because I'm not doing the black signal anymore. Well, the black signal in the old way anymore. Anybody that I'm going in. I'm creating an invite for anybody right now that wants to. I'll give you one use with it. That want to join our Discord. So I'm going to post that up. Right now so that those of you that want to join us on Discord, you can join us on Discord. Boom. So that you can go and get the daily, you know what I'm saying, get what's popping off on the Daily Toast. You know what I'm saying, when we toast up, you know what I'm saying, and we can start communicating through the Discord because Discord is it's pretty popular, man. I'm sitting up here like, wow, I didn't know what you could do with it. Right now, I could stream through Discord if we chose to. And also, all right, let's get our liquid. I'm gonna go with the unfiltered today. I think the people need a pop. You gonna give us a pop this morning? Woo, man! Oh, woo. Look, the smoke. Oh my God. Oh my God, look at that. Oh, it amazes me. Oh my God! Listen. So it gave us a pop. Let's see if another one will give us a pop. All right, let's try the filter. The filter. See if the filter will give us a pop. No, man. All right, but it's still lively. Let's see if the coffee ginseng, the little bit I got left of that, will that give us a pop? Okay, that was nice. That was nice, coffee ginseng. You all right? All right. You almost up there with the unfiltered. Let's see if the red gonna give us a pop. You gonna give us a pop, red? Oh yeah. Oh man. Okay. Man, I love that smoke when it comes out. Well, anyway, put it on there nice and tight so we get us a pop. And I also have that grape ginger. Somebody already ordered another one of these. So I got to be clear if she want the grape ginger or does she just want ginger. I think I'm going to try a ginger one. But also, a new thing that I think I'm going to try if I could get it a little bit drier, I think I'm going to do a cola ambrosia. We're going to try this a cola ambrosia. I think I could, I probably could order some of these cola nuts ground, you know what I'm saying, dry it a little bit more and throw it in there. See if we get us a nice little cola flavor. Well, anyway, we're about to do the toast. We'll call on the ancestors, then we'll have have a discussion. So let me go on over to our daily toast screen. Pull it up. Man, I love the effects. And as time goes on and as young people get involved, it will get better and better. We got the quarantine, so I can't bring my stuff out and start teaching. But I can start teaching online. Oh, by the way, I am putting an instructional video together for those who are subscribers because I want to make sure that you are getting everything that you're supposed to get. And in your library, and it's coming to my attention that a lot of people don't know that once you become a subscriber on G&J Media or you use Gumroad, that you have a library. And a lot of people don't know how to get to their library. So I'm going to do instructional video for that. And also, I think I'm going to do instructional video to help people walk through going to our site and purchasing our gear. And speaking of that, let me share this with you real quick. Because Sister Navita has put together a line of shirts for ladies. And I want to make sure that y'all get an opportunity to view that. G&J Media. It pops up like that. Click on it. Wow. So let's make sure. It's going to take you right here to the site. You go up here. You got the tip button right there. You got the merch right here. I don't know why that whoops. This embed is misconfigured. Developers, please check your browser console for more info. I don't know what's going on with that. Or you can click merch, or you could just go on and go down. So we're going to go into the merch. Well, also, this has our schedule on here. The schedule is kind of off. It's to let you know I'm live and stuff like that. Got Twitter, Instagram, all that stuff on here. Broadcast. All right. So you can also contact us down here as well. But here's the merch store. We're going to go visit the store so you can see. Please be patient. Our fulfillment centers are operating at 50% capacity, and there could be a delay in receiving your order. All right. But she got the Black Queen RBG t-shirt, and she got the Locked and Loaded t-shirt. I like this one in hot pink. That shit kind of sexy. Soft pink is cool too. You know what I'm saying? Actually, I actually like that one better. But the blue look pretty good too. You know what I'm saying? So, you go and check them out. You can pick your color and you can go and walk out. We got the Daily Toaster shirt, We got the hoodies. It ain't hoodie season. Hell, it's even too hot for one of these right now. But I gotta get me some more. I need a long sleeve one of these here. Okay, there it go. All right. I gotta get some colors. I'm gonna have to make some different colors of that. But anyway, we got our books, little books here. You could write in and stuff like that, notebooks and stuff. And we got hats. We had shoes, but you know, I got 2 pair right before the COVID-19 because I'm assuming that they're made in China. So let's go and get back over here to the toast. All right. Also, I need to double check to make sure that I'm not missing any chatter. Okay, cool. So let's go. First off, giving honor to the creator by whatever name you choose to call that creator. We lift up our glass and we salute that creator and we say, Ashe. From there, we move on to our ancestors. We got our list and we have been building it over the last 4 years. And once again, I want to let you know, thank you for trusting me with the ancestors. Like I said, I guess I'm the keeper of the ancestors, right? The old man, the keeper of the ancestors. And I got to put on a mask. I got to find a barbershop or something. It's getting out of control. But hey, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But anyway, so we're going to call on those ancestors. We lift up the glass. We salute them in advance. I'm going to go as far as I can, and then we'll go on and grab our sheet. Speaking of that, let me put this book up here so I do not forget. We have Miles Brown, Ms. Ann, Robert the Texan, Davis, Herman Brown Sr., Rosalie Tilly, Georgia William Walter, Christopher Penny Gasson, Eileen, Uncle Chris, Fiend, Cleveland and Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Alvira Brown, Gina Gaines, Herman Brown II, Barbara Twiggs, Wash Ellis Jr., Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, John Fallar, Montague Pittman, Nell Nomo, X, Pat Ma, Ron, Malika Pacour, Dr. Marianne Williams, Coach Kamau, Elder Farmer, Elder Millie Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusuf Weston, Elder Ajani, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Bropro, Hector Jr., Jay Edwards, Carlisle Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William Bill Moss, Phyllis Rose, Sterling and Lucy Wright, Gail Paulina, Luxor Brothers, Miss Eda Brooke Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Frederick Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Brunson, Mr. Alonzo Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, Janice Foster, Charles Jordan, Kel Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Trigg, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Natalie Loretta Clark, Inez McCrae, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Rinderman, Virginia Rogers, Reverend James Smith, Lois Henderson, Calvin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Kelly D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Meldell Hodge Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clay, Bird Beatty, Sarah Weller, Be the Farmer, Uncle So Sue, Cheryl Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn, Theolis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Leonard Dickinson, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thornton, Pearl G. Thornton, Nadia Johnson, Florence Sim Carter, Joanne Thornton, Erica Patricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, May Esther Keachta Reese, Linda Watson Hammonds, Jarrell Giles Watson, Sparrow, Salemi Sever Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Percy Moore, Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bowden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Heather Pearson, Sturgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavinia Hall, Freeman Bankster, Mary Moss, Sophia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kennedy, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quells, Urania Thornton, Bernice Quells, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, Charles Bell, Vivian Ramsey, S.E. Johnson, Derrida Johnson, Leon Johnson, James W. West, James W. West, or is it James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry Charles, Dana Jones, Henry Charles. Oh my God. All right. I'm working on it, family. All right. So we are Dana Jones. Oh, James Parham. We're right about here. All right. So we at James W. West Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry World, James Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Hallie Levester, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martinier, Elder Amateur Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs Sr., Dumber Triggs, Thomas and Lula Berry, Lacey Allen Ohio, Frank Russell and Davis, Fred Douglas Triggs II, Bennett Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carlos Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy, D'Amico Russell, Dilimon Aries, Gina Ruth Jones, Jana Callahan, We are now at William Walter West, Nigella Parrish, Elder Basichu Filani, Jim Robinson, Gladys Johnson, Valerie Clark, John and Mary Sullivan, Dirk Johnson, Antonio Johnston, Denise Waters, DePretis Hines, Inez Bostic, Edna Bostic, Winifred Scanterbury, Wilson Haley, Emma Hines, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Spradley, Kevin Spradley, Charles Wooden, Pitty Brown, Roy Lee Printup Jr., Miriam Johnson, Wilbur Longmire, Either Cadney, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Pena Carter, Margaret Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee Mosley, Dorothy R. Blair, Ransom Evans Sr., Sam Evans Sr., Nayland Blair Sr., Edward Stevens, Sue Ann Stevens, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, Audrey Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Jennifer Sensabaugh, Hazel Gaston, Hazel Gaston, Jerry Brownlee, Brian Watson Jr., Kaniko Parsons, Jason Cathy, Bradford, Thomas Bradley, also known as Uncle Buki, also known as Gypsy, Reverend Roosevelt, Word the First, Stacey Trice, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, David Brown, Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Urban, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, Francis Booth Jefferson, Dan Wilkinson Sr., Emma McClendon, Jerry Dorr, Mina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Greg G2 Gibson, Donna Hill, Richard Gleavis, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Boy Irby, Jim Gaucher, George and Hallie Johnson, Archie and Margaret Armstead, Diane Scott, Erica Armstrong, Claire Fox, Gene Evans, Archie Beck, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, I'm Becca Elizondo, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Eula and Andrew Baker, Patricia and Edwin Brooks, Gwendolyn and Bob Hatch, Kimball Vernon, Bradley Kim, Janie Harry Tubman Case, Spencer Sturgis, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron Eno Baby Hatch, Senior, Mally Miller, Housie Hatch, Dad Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Alex Nixon, John Bowie, Lester and Rachel Saunders, Dorita Ross, Riola Ross, Robert Nelson, Preston Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Neely Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Maddie and Charlie Scott, Ida Casey, Thomas Coper, Vivian Stevenson, Mona Ann Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas Lewis, Mary Francis, Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Heber Ford, James Harrison, Margaret Towns, Mary Williams, Leroy Q. Heap Sr., Albert Moore, Miss Vanilla, Alice Motley, Geraldine, Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Earlton Houston, Lud Alls, Elijah Alls, Jerome Alls, Henry West Staten, Joe Jamel Alls, Ann Pierce, Donald Carter, Lily Green, Nathan Green, Beth Bond, John Dewey, Ruth Beard, Tim Butler, Remy Laura Newton, J.B. Foggy, Thomas Newton Sr., Barbara Naeem, Jeanette Sanders, Jerry C. Sanders, Roy Pruitt, H.J. Brantley Sr., Henry Wilson, Rufus Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Captain Sanders, Muriel Ellis, Elizabeth Sanders, Henrietta Irby, Mildred Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Catherine Anthony, Ruben Brown, Charles Walker Sr., Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Diane Irvin, Haroon Phillips, William Ford, Margaret Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Irvin Sr., Michael Irvin, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Caldwell Sr., Robert Lee Caldwell, Nevaeh Mitchell, Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easley, Rashawn Easley, Javon McCormick, Robert Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Shekamaha Reed Jr., John Reed Jr., Patricia Reed, Edward R. Benson Sr., Ethel H. McNair, Lord Fernandez, Jacqueline Broadus, Reginald Albert, Mazarine Coper, Joyce Wan, Imania Grayson, Charles Scott, Charles A. Scott, Michael Morgan, Charlie Morgan, Sybil Edwards McNabb, Annie Ferguson, William Ferguson, Shelby McClendon. We have Jordan Giles. We have James Carswell. We have Liberta Adams, also known as Aunt Sis. We got Elder Shaka McNair, Anthony Brown, Jonathan Ford, Lottie Gaucher, Cousin Tony, Michael Johnson, James Jimmy Johnson, Barbara Shane Lewis, Ronald Sheldon Jr., Damian Top, Christina Banks, Joseph Bingham, Quincy, Aunt Lady, Abraham Isaac Cundiff, Aunt Barbara Lewis, Renee Johnson, Joy, Ryan Ross Riggins, Jamonte, Marcus Price, Ness Words, Marshawn McCarroll, Demetrius Beard, Herb Jefferson, Ralph Mickens, Eric Walker, Quasi Sample, Candace Simmons, Severn Clayton, Leonard Jones, Sadi Gardner, Melvin Scott Sr., Edward Clarence Lumpkin, Elizabeth Johnson, Frank Smith, Stacey Trice, Denise Correa, Nathaniel Hassan Turner, Khaled is in transition, also known as Nigel Turner, Demetrius Lewis Flynn, Alberta Woods, Geneva Simmons, Daniel Tilley, Angeline Gant, Sharifa, Oscar Carrion, Audrey Gripper, Dominique Nichols, Ruthie Lane Johnson, Teresa Sambu, Aunt Maxine, Uncle James, Henry Munger III, Tamara Dowdy, Nicole Harris, Julia Taylor, Richard Bozeman II, Ruth Carter, John Carter, Mr. Thornton, Jasandra Lynette Lewis, Anderson Mosley, Charles Jordan, Henry Essex II, Fannie L. Webb, Dan Walton, Alauti Sue Walton, Emma Walton, James Randolph Giles, Sonny Pete Walton, William Walton, Fred Powers. We got Elijah Juan, Hakeem and Como, Alberta T. Davis, Charles Davis, Willie R. Mackey, also known as Dr. Kareem Mackey, Victor Bowden, Drusilla Kitty Berger, Lucy White, Robert Lee White, Emma Jean White, Talton, Roger White, R.L. White, Jesse White, Ruby Jewel White, Johnson Carl White, Desi Woods, Tilara Woods Lennox, Jim Woods, Lizzie Woods, Juanita Alexander Brown, Cynthia Ann Wright, Richard Dorsey, Annie Simpson, Jamara Simpson, Regina Hopkins, Joseph Simpson, Nettie Dorsey, Eleanor Hopkins, Edward Webster, Alice Webster, Ivy Webster, Arnella Willis, Ethel Lane, Samantha Damon, Ethel Marshall, Steve Ducky Shelton, William Bill Walker, Carl Rico Johnson, Kim Grace, Stuart A. Johnson, Edward Young III, Isaac Jackson Sr., Drusilla Merle, Wayne Young, Christina Young, Thomas Young, Frank Merle, Sylvester Foster, James and Lizzie Winston, Abe and Julia Lawrence, Ozell Leathers Sr., Gladys Cooper, Ozell Leathers Jr., Geneva Jackson, R.J. Lacey, also known as Tooth the Don. We got Sabre Winston, Chris Kinney, Margaret Minter, Mary Smith, Juanita Florine Smith Gibbs, Carl William Duncan Jr., Janet Callahan, Danny Hill, Miko D. Nice Hill, Andre Martin, Mabel Williams, Terry Brown, Teresa Biddle, Lavonda Kincaid, Carla Sawyer, Reverend Jesse Porter, Deacon Ezekiel Dennis, Brenda Porter, Craig Lee Jones, Granny Beulah, Papa Al Riesling, Inez Smith, George Gamble Sr., Joseph Garrett, LaShonda Jamar, Leroy Riley. We got Mona Yolanda Hunter and Yvonne Patrice Turner. Family, once again, we lift up our glass. It looked like, oh my God, it looked like PayPal and charged me for something else. We lift up our glass and we salute our ancestors and we say, Ashe. Okay. Netflix bill. We lift it up and we say Ashe. From there, family, where do we go? Where do we go? Where do we go? We go into the present moment, family. We are now, right here, right now, in the present moment. As you know, like Brother Hatem, we know we in the present moment, brother. You ain't got to tell us, but I need to remind you, right? Because oftentimes this world try to keep us trapped in the past or keep us fearing the future or looking forward to the future rather than us being grounded in this moment, in this space and time, and really looking at the power that we have and being able to look at the humble status that we actually have. When you really look at the moment and you see all the stuff happening around you, you can't help but to be humbled. But at the same time, you have been put in a critical space, a critical time, right? And you have the power to make change. Good morning to Sabrias. Long time no see. How you doing this morning? So we lift up our glass, family. We lift up our glass to salute this moment. We are in Ujamaa. I want to give all of the Ujamaa babies a round of applause. Yeah. Shouts out to those Ujamaa babies. Man. Yes, indeedy. All right. So family, I want to ask you, as I usually do, open up your reticular formations. And I want you to go out and look for your principles, because they're out there. I want you to look for Ujamaa, because Ujamaa is the principle of the day. I want you to get out there. I want you to find Ujamaa. When you find Ujamaa, share it with us on Giami Journey. Share it with the world. Hashtag Ujamaa. Hashtag Ujamaa found. Hashtag Ujamaa in action. Hashtag Ujamaa in motion. Hashtag Ujamaa captured. Right? Share it up there. We have to start posting our principles. We have to start seeking out our principles, family. So for those that don't speak the language, and if you don't speak the language, you might want to go to freegnjecourse.com. Get up with us, or catch some of the scenes on DigiTV, because I'm streaming a lot of stuff on DigiTV during the day. You can hear, or sometimes you can see, because yesterday I put together a video piece that's easier for me to control. I was trying to do the videos for the other days as well, but it's easier to stream it with the podcast, because with the video, it got to render the video, it got to pull it through OBS, and then it goes through my OBS, and then it shoots out to the cloud, and it goes to the cloud, and it renders it, and it shoots it out, and it was causing a lot of complications. So I said, hey, I got all that tape. Let's just go on and post up pictures and just do do a podcast. Well, anyway, for those that don't know, Ujamaa means cooperative economics. The mnemonic principle for the day is reciprocity. Gratitude is the principle of the day. Green is the color. Polarity is the hermetic law. Male name for the day is Yao. Female name is Ya. And to get you to notice this. If you notice the rest of the days, the male names start with K and the female names start with A, except on Ujamaa. On Ujamaa, both names start with a Y. And that leads us to a question of why. Now, if you catch some of the older shows, we kind of discussed it, and maybe if we have time, we'll, you know what I'm saying, because you know what I'm saying. You know, and if somebody show interest, we could go and start that whole discussion over again. All right? Test. Oh, what's up, Sister Tiandra? How you doing today? Thank you for joining us. All right, so, family, so we lift up our glass for this present moment, realizing the great power that we have in this moment, but also realizing the humbleness. As I tell you all the time, my older brother, Chief Albino, told me, he said, Brother Hatim, in the Creator's eyes, we are no higher than the blade of grass and no lower than his roots. I said, damn, let me write that down. I'm still in that. We are no higher than the blade of grass and we are no lower than his roots. So at the same time, we're very important, but at the same time, you know what I'm saying, we have to maintain that humbleness, but still recognizing our power and our ability to be an agent of change, to be an agent of peace, to be an agent of love in this moment. But we can't be those things if we're caught in the past and if we're fretting the future. We have to be present. Presence only happens in the moment. All right? So, family, we lift our glass to salute this moment, realizing that we have a pact with our ancestors because they left us a gift called space and time. You know what I'm saying? And it's our job to defend it and expand it, and also add into that space and time some resources so that we can have something to pass on to our future generations. So we salute this moment. And I salute each one of you in a moment, and we say, Ashe. From there, family, we move to our future generations. We lift our glass up to our children, our children's children, on to infinity. Family, as I stated, we are responsible for protecting the space and time that was sent to us and being able to transfer it to the future generations. So let's do it, all right? So we lift up our glass to our children, our children's children, on to infinity, and we say, Ashe. From there, family, where do we go? It's a very simple step. We move from there to all of our relations, and we lift that glass, and we say Ashe. From all of our relations, where do we go? We go to that selfish toast. This is for you. What is it that you need in this moment? Those of you that are givers, because a lot of people that's coming to the Ujamaa journey are givers. You out there working, you out there doing your business, you out there handling life, and you're giving. What is it that you need in this moment, right now? Why we called all these ancestors, we called the Creator. You know what I'm saying? We got the past, the future, and the present right now. What is it that you need? While all this energy is flowing around you and you're conscious of it, what is it that you need in this moment? Oftentimes I forget to ask for what I need because I'm like, I'm caught up in the toast. But anyway, we lift up our glass and we say, Ashe. From there, family, last but not least, I want to salute the most magnificent, the most marvelous, the most beautiful, the most uplifting, the most inspiring, the most powerful, and the wisest individual in the room. I raise my glass up to you, and we say, Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Family, I wish you peace, power, joy, and 100 years. Let's go and sip. Let's see how it tastes. Oh, man. This the unfiltered. And y'all know I like my stuff unfiltered. So let's get to this news. Before we get to the news, family. Oh. What, the names ain't on the receipt wall? I thought I put it on the receipt wall. I guess I didn't. All right. So, but anyway, let's go to this wall right here. and I want to go through and I want to salute all those that are supporters. We got Ori Pianki, we got Olivia Spikes, we got Alumala, we got Loretta Burrows, we got Mama Margarita, we got the Kelsey family, we got Elder Tony and Aziza West, we got Elder Phil Hines, we got Elder Phyllis Hairston Ransom, we got Charles Campbell, Katie Sheckham, and Ankh Major, we got Elder Alona Edwards, Madonna Hill, Lisa Todd, Don McDougal, Charles Stevenson, and Khalifa Judge. We also have Angela Mateen. We got Yolanda Brooks. We got the legendary Larry F. Crow. And we got Sapphire Spirit. So we had so many people that I had to break off and make another list. We got so many people that I had to break off and make another list. Family, I mean, y'all showing out. For those that are interested in becoming supporters, is a very easy step that you could do. And I am going to do a video to show people how, because I understand some people are having problems doing it. All right? Some people are having problems doing it. So I will do a video to show how to do it. But for those that know how to do it, you just go to the Gumroad and, you can support us for as little as $10 a month. But before we move to the news, I want to make sure y'all know that, like I said, depending on how I feel tonight, unfortunately, because like I said, it's like I'm out of my body right now. I don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? But actually, I do know what's going on. I was supposed to be doing my fast. I pushed my fast till after the DigiFest because I really be suffering in because I do a 21-day challenge. We got what we call the Guza Saba challenge, and I break mine up into 3 weeks. I do 3 weeks of 7. The first 7 days I'm doing juice and water. The next 7 days, is broken up in 2 parts. I do 2 days of water, 3 days of nothing but air, and then 2 days of water, which brings me into my 3rd week, which I go back to water and juice, which phases me back in to being able to, to eat. So in the first week, I'm doing miso soups because that's a liquid. I'm doing, I'm of course able to drink the ambrosia and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying, and start helping my body heal. So I'm going to shoot to start on. It will be Umoja the 22nd, June the 22nd. So if anybody want to join me, and you don't have to be extreme as me, you understand what I'm saying? But if anybody want to join in the 21-day challenge, by all means, we're gonna be, we're gonna be hooking up here on Ujamaa Journey on those days, of course, and we're gonna be able to have discussions about what's going on, what is the challenge, blah blah blah. What what are you learning? I got to pull out the sheets so that I can start tracking that as I'm going, because it does no good to do a 21-day challenge, to do a Good Saba challenge, and don't get the lessons that's coming to you and writing them down, right? And once again, before I get into this, family, I want to thank y'all for liking and sharing, subscribing. I mean, because we have pushed well over 1,000, and I'm like, man, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like I said, once again, I'm humble. I thank you all the time. Happy Ujamaa to you as well, Miss Sheila. Oh, man. All right, now, so tonight we have tribal quotes. I hope you're still enjoying that ambrosia. I don't know how that popped up after you. But anyway, so here we go. Tonight we are doing, now, the family got another book coming out, Terahasa. Years ago, I came up with an idea to do a workbook for the African Openness to the Tree of Life. Terahasa, I mean, I'm talking about 15 years ago. I'm going to do it. I started writing on it. This before, some of y'all, it might be hard for some of y'all to really believe that, there was a time where you couldn't just do everything on a computer, right? So when I wanted to do the book, we didn't have access to the computers like now, right? I mean, it was crazy, right? So when I said I was gonna do it, I didn't do it. So 15 years later, Terry House is like, man, I'm tired of waiting on you. You know what I'm saying? So she go out and she created a handbook, a workbook for the African openers to the Tree of Life, so that we could go over the questions and do it. So I'm going to be incorporating that because I'm going to do it in a digital form, and we're going to have it in a hardback copy where you said there's a little static. Let me check. Let me see what's going on here. Check 1, check 2. Check. Yeah. There ain't no little static. Not for the amount I pay. Hold on. There is no little static. Hold on. What's going on here, Mike? Mike, you need to get on your job. Let's see if it going away. Don't sound like it's plugged in all the way. Oh, my God. I don't know what's going on. You know what? I think I might need to go on and shut this thing off and start over. But we ain't going to do it right now. I need to go and reset the whole system. And I need to get all these bugs worked out before we go to DigiFest. All right, so I apologize for the static. Thank you for letting me know, Miss Sheila. All right, now, family, also, DigiFest. It was something about DigiFest that I wanted to tell y'all. It will be on June 20th from 12 to 6 p.m. Of course, I'm not expecting y'all to sit in front of y'all devices for the whole time, but we will be putting out a schedule so that you know what to catch. Brother Greg Carr will be coming on. We're going to have Dr. Kelsey, of course. Elder Tony going to say a couple, he's going to do the opening drum call. And we know that Elder Tony not only is going to lay it out with the drum, we're trying to do a national piece. So I got a lot of stuff that I'm working on. So he came over on, I think it was on Coogee. And we started trying to figure out how to get this link to work. So I'm reaching out to Synapse to see if he could give me a little bit more instruction so I can make it a little bit clearer. And also, that's what I want to say. This weekend on Imani, we will be having our per Ankh, and it's going to be nice. So y'all need to come on through, check it out. That's what we do in lieu of the toast. It's still a toast because libations ancestors are recognized there. So come on through and check it out. But anyway, for the night show, we are on. All right. So we didn't cover the secret to opening every door is in his boat. Say the knowledge holders, the boat prescribes the exact medium. All right. So we're gonna work on that one a little bit. So let me go. If my daughters were kind enough to leave me a pen, because they always come through and grab my stuff. So I'm going to put 6/11. Oh, man. We only 10 days away from, we 9 days away from DigiFest. 6/11/20. See, I've been marking up my book, and as you see, Sasha been experimenting with writing on my book. But I do have a new one. And as I told y'all, when I told y'all to buy them, nobody listened. Now they up to $150 a piece. So, but the workbook will be coming out, and we will be making the workbook available. I am arranging. I still have to arrange an interview with Dr. Kelsey so he can get on prior to DigiFest, so we could talk about his 11 steps as well as his next book that will be dropping around his birthday. Then also, I want to get Tara House on so we can talk about some of the projects she got going on. And, of course, I want to bring John back And of course, we need to bring Mr. Charles Campbell back so that he could finish talking about his book and some other projects that he's working on, as well as talk about, because he recently posted an article up, and I shared it on our timeline about some of the changes that he believes that some of the civil rights organizations as well as the fraternities can make. Well, anyway, so the first proverb for the night is: the secret to open every door is in his boat. Say the knowledge holders, the boat prescribes the exact medium. So that one's going to be a little bit complicated. You know what I'm saying? Because words like, if you're not a locksmith, you know what I'm saying? I mean, anyway. In the original name, the next one, in the original name is the essence. Say the knowledge holders. In the original name is the essence, says the knowledge holders. That's going to be a powerful one right there. All right? And the last one, the true temple is the holding place of cosmic law, say the knowledge holders. All right. So those are the three that we will be discussing tonight. So family, I'm looking forward to seeing you. If all goes well, if I survive the day, because I feel a cough coming on, I think Marcus Garvey might be trying to take me out too. Because y'all know I don't call it the coronavirus. Call it Marcus Garvey virus. Because Marcus said he was coming back with 100 million countless Africans to bring us into victory, and Lord have mercy, what's going on? Anyway, shut down the whole damn system. Got everybody like, wow. Then on top of that, along with this virus, what happened? We had other stuff. All right, so let's go and switch over. All right, there you go. Those that ain't seen it. Oh, I forgot to. I'm sorry. Let's go to our Ujamaa Journey page. Y'all can go and like the page if you would. Go and click the bell so that you know when I'm coming on. You can do the same thing on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? But here you go, right here. So let's go to the news. This was a lot of articles that I posted yesterday. But anyway. Oh, there we go. I feel a cough coming on. 9 engagement, nine people reach, 1 engagement. All right, boom, we got 2 people on Facebook right now. We got 34 people reach, 8 engagement, 6 comments. All right, thank you, family, for the support. Remember to like and share. All right, so here's something in the news for you. Just when you thought you could meet and talk about what you wanted to on Zoom, Zoom shuts account of U.S.-based right group after Tiananmen anniversary meeting. It was a group of people that was meeting on the anniversary of Tiananmen Square, and Zoom shut that shit down. You know what I'm saying? China, see, and how can I put it? China is a government institution, and they want to make sure that their story is framed properly. So they protect their story very aggressively, and they shut shit down over there. See, one of the key pieces that a lot of people don't really understand is how a lot of this Western imperialism works, because they infect you with all this different stuff, and people are like, well, they should be able to have free expression and all that. Everybody's not Western. Everybody don't think like us. And just because it works in some ways for us does not mean that it works for all groups in all societies, or is even allowed. So Zoom ran up against, they zoomed right into China and got their ass handed to them. You know what I'm saying? Because China's like, you will not bring this disruption here, because China got borders. And I've been constantly talking to my people about maintaining borders, talking about us building borders in our personal, in our family, in our tribe life, in our communities. We are a borderless people, so people could just walk in and take advantage of us and walk out. And we have to be kind of stringent about our borders and about what we allow, especially into those areas that we directly control, like our homes. Right now, anything goes. Anything goes. And you can't really build a healthy society or even raise healthy children where anything goes. You understand what I'm saying? So, China taught us a lesson. We might not agree with the lesson, but China, you come into my house, take off your goddamn shoes. I don't care about your hat. Remove your shoes, bow at the door, and enter humbly and quietly. A true lesson in nation maintaining. There's, because like we talk about nation building all the time, but it's only so long that you're supposed to be building. After you build, you have to start focusing on maintaining. So like I said, in Ujamaa, I've been throwing the idea out, but some of us got to move before we move to an elder state. We got to move into a nation maintaining state, where not only are we able to kind of coach some of the young nation builders or the new nation builders, but start developing strategies so that we can hold on to what we get. You understand what I'm saying? Here we go. Daily Toast. Okay, yeah. Civil Rights Act of 2020 this is a good one. Now, this shit right here is getting on my nerves. This kneeling shit, taking a knee, when it was the knee that killed homeboy, I understand the gesture. And a lot of people are getting caught up in the symbolism of the moment. We don't need to get caught up in the symbols, the symbol of the moment. We need to get caught up in the power and the possibility of the moment. And this is what this New York Times article is about. This is an opinion piece. Let's go and read through this real quick. This is by Charles M. Blow, opinion columnist. Let's see how he starts this. So now, did y'all just see that? I seen it. It was quick. It tried to move when I put my arrow. So I go and get a subscription to the New York Times so they could stop putting shit up. Then all of a sudden, now they want me to go on and tell my friends about the New York Times. I am telling them about it, and we're reading the article together. So leave me alone, New York. All right. The Civil Rights Act of 2020. Feel-good gestures for politicians and the police. Listen, shift, no power. Where you at? Where you at? I got to highlight that. Shifts, no power. Come on. We're going to put that in. Yeah, there we go. Real change lie within a system overhaul. These are the type of discussions we need to have. It's so nice that y'all wearing y'all kente cloth, taking a knee. That's so nice. But what changes are you proposing? Or what changes are we demanding? See, this is a moment of demanding. This ain't a moment of asking. This ain't a moment of being nice. This ain't a moment. Family, listen. Some of us are in positions where we basically had to learn and had to perfect the skill of making white people feel comfortable. I'm saying the day for that shit is over, because it's them being comfortable that allows them to support the fuckery of these police departments, the fuckery in politics, the fuckery in the wealth inequality, and all that other shit. People need to be uncomfortable when you come in, because they know that you're going to stand up for your people. You're not coming in a mush mouth. You're not coming in whispering. You coming in full-throated, chest out, talking about whatever comes from out this room need to affect my people. In America, we are 12%. The only reason that we don't have 12% of the wealth is because barriers were placed to stop us from being able to compete. I believe with my heart, and since there is nothing that could prove me wrong, I believe that if none of those barriers existed, we would have possibly over half of the wealth. Because we are very creative and very ingenuitive people. How you say that word? I don't know. But y'all know what I'm saying. But those barriers was placed there to keep us from being able to compete. They ain't want you to compete. And now they say, well, all that was in the past. Oh, everything has been cleared. No. Because we could go through each one of these individuals in here, and all of them, especially the white ones, and some of the other ones in there too, are all recipients of the benefits of your grandfather and grandmother not being able to compete, being froze out, being closed out, not being allowed into the game. The only reason this one right here is rich is because your great-grandfather couldn't compete with her great-grandfather, or your great-grandmother couldn't compete with her great-grandmother. All right, but hold on. I'm sorry, I didn't want to take. All right, back to Charles M. Blow. The House Speaker, Nancy Pelosi, and other members of Congress kneel and observe a moment of silence in Washington on Monday. Let's get ready. Now, this is an opinion piece. There are images of police officers joining protesters in dancing the Cupid Shuffle, taking knees and hugging little girls. There have been images. Shouts out to Maroon Arts Group. There have been images of members of Congress donning kente cloth stoles, Joe Biden taking a knee, and Mitt Romney marching with protesters. There have been images of a rainbow of races and ethnicities marching through the streets with Black Lives Matter posters held high, of them kneeling in moments of silence of defaced and beheaded of defaced and beheaded statues. All of these are feel-good gestures that cost nothing and shift no power. They create no justice and provide no equity. And if we do not start talking amongst ourselves and talking amongst our friends, that's all we're going to get. We're going to have a feel-good moment, and the blood of making America and the sacrificial blood that makes America be able to have this feel-good moment will be the blood of another black man or another black woman. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we got the whole symbolic stuff, because I'm really deep into symbols, and I understand the power of symbols, and I understand the power of symbols that can motivate, and then there are also symbols has the power to motivate or to demotivate or to stop something dead in its tracks. The Democrats in the House and Republicans in the Senate are pondering separate legislative reactions. It is not yet clear if Donald Trump would agree to any of the provisions. The Democrats' bill predictably goes further than the Republicans' plan, but both primarily focus narrowly on police training and accountability, record keeping, and punishment. None of them go anywhere near addressing the real issues. We honestly believe that the issues in America, or they want us to believe that the issues in America is just about the police. All those that believe that right now, and all those that think that's true, that all of the issues will be solved if we just narrowly focus on police training, accountability, and record keeping and punishment. You know what I'm saying? There's much, much more. Some of it we haven't even thought of yet. Right? But we need to put in place what we can so that our children will have some space and some time to enjoy themselves. All right, Instagram, y'all about to roll. If you want to check us out, come over to gnjmedia.live. But these bills, if they pass, are conceived will basically punish the system soldiers without altering the system itself. These bills will make the officers the fall guy for their bad behavior while doing little to condemn or even address the savagery and voraciousness of the system that required their service. I don't even need to read no farther. Family, go and check out that article. You know what I'm saying? Homeboy is speaking. I don't know what's coming. I don't know what's coming, right? But we don't even need to go no farther, because we already know. We already know. We are receiving what they call in the street a trick bag, right? Man, look, they showing how they, you know how when you breaking up with somebody, you want to make sure, look, it's me, it's not you. I want you to leave the house feeling good. I want you to leave with some understanding. I know you're not going to get what you want, but I want you to understand and agree with me why you should receive from me what you think I should give you. That's what that shit is about. Come on now. We smarter than that now, aren't we? Right? As a people, to be pushed off like an individual that's being let down in a relationship. When you have done everything for this other person, all of a sudden this other person feels that they no longer need you and they're not willing to give you any of the stuff or any of the time back that you had invested in them. It's me. I know it's me. It's not you. And I'm not going to change. And I want you to accept it. I want you to understand that. And if you still want to do what we do, you know what I'm saying? But if not, I want you to leave. But I don't want you to be mad. I don't even want you to be disappointed. I just want you to agree with me. That's how they doing us, family. We too old for that now. We've been here 400 years. Come on now. So enough of the symbols. Enough of that. Oh, here we go. Now, I spoke about Candace Owens and bitchcraft, and she says black people are the only ones that raises up the lowest denominator in our society. Trump rejects renaming military bases named after Confederate generals. Not only do white people lift up the lowest factor in their society, you know what I'm saying? They love boosting up the loser. The Confederates were not only losers, they had basically rebelled against the United States. So they were some treasonous bastards. And we got military bases named after them. We got schools and streets named after them. And now Candace Owens is running around saying that we lift up the lowest denominators in our society. But what in the hell has white people been doing? Not only are they lifting up the lowest denominator, they're lifting up losers, treasonous losers. I don't understand. You know what I'm saying? But I bet you she won't say nothing about this shit at all. We be having a lot of, we be hard on ourselves, family, for shit that we have absolutely no control over. And it needs to stop. It needs to stop. Our aggressive tactics by National Guard ordered to appease Trump wounded the military too. And on here I put a quote because an elder told me, if you want to kill a fool, give him a bag full of money and he will kill himself. And I guess the same is true with power. Donald Trump unleashed the military. Whether it was National Guard, whatever, he unleashed the military on protesters in Washington, D.C. so that he could do a symbolic statement, which in a sense was some of the dumbest shit that got to be one of the dumbest moves that any sitting, especially in the United States. You understand what I'm saying? But y'all gonna read that for yourself. That's the New York Times too. We got a subscription. New York Times, George Floyd protests, live updates, reckoning spreads beyond policing. See, and this is what they wanted to stop at the police, because a lot of people are comfortable with the idea that it's the police and not them. Y'all got to understand that this is why you got to make people feel uncomfortable when you come in the room. Coming in the room unapologetically black, because white people are very, very fragile. They want to be able to point to everything else but some of their own behaviors. They don't want you, they don't even, they might not even recognize how they support what's going on out here by them being silent, by them looking for excuses, by them trying to prove that I'm not racist, I have a black friend. I'm not racist, I voted for Obama. The issue is that you're ignoring the history, the true history of America. And this is one of the reasons why there needs to be a truly powerful change in the curriculum of our schools, because all American children need to understand the role of African people, or ADOS, in building America. I know a lot of people get upset and say, we can't start our history with slavery, brother. I'm not saying that, because a lot of that stuff, we have enough people with knowledge to go and shore up our children. But we really need, especially in these middle high school and especially high school classes, rather than going over Greek history and all that shit, we really need to have in-depth conversations with white, black, with all children that are going to school in the United States about what slavery was and what it did and how it propelled America to the position in which America is today, so that people could really understand. They could understand the inhumanity of it. They could understand the criminal behavior behind it. They could understand the economic gains and the robberies that went on through it. And they could understand the foundation of some of their family beliefs that they are in right now. Because the only reason that this shit is still going on now is because people are either in denial, or they're hiding, or they close their eyes, or they just tell you straight up, you're lying. Come on now. So reckoning spread, it has to spread beyond policing, because police are a symptom of the problem. They are not the problem. Trump will return to campaign trail with rally in Tulsa. Guess on what day? The only thing I can say is happy Juneteenth. He's going to Tulsa, Oklahoma, family. And I don't even know if you listen. This motherfucker's not that dumb. He's going to Tulsa, Oklahoma on Juneteenth. To do his first Trump rally. The president is set to hold his first rally since the coronavirus shuttered. Okay. Now watch the ancestors work, family. Just letting y'all know. CrossFit founder quits after backlash to George Floyd tweet. So he tweeted some fucked up shit, and now the CrossFit piece, they kind of falling off right now. Columbus black leaders see opportunity for real change. Okay, go and check out the article. You know what I'm saying? Post up a comment. GOP Ohio State Senator wonders if colored people get COVID-19 from not washing their hands. Let's go. I want to click on that. Not to read it. I want to click on it so that y'all can get a good look. Good look. Right? This is what the education system produces. It produces motherfuckers that live in illusion. Right? Surrounded by fuckery and bitchcraft. He cannot see reality for what it is. He can't even see that the fact that more black people are getting coronavirus is because most of us work in fields where we have to be in contact with people. Most of us live in houses with more than one or two or three people A lot of us do. Right? I want y'all to look, right? He honestly asked this question. And possibly may not even suffer any consequence. And this motherfucker used this term here, colored. Colored. Let me highlight that shit in pink for fuckery. When the last time you been called colored? Colored people. Where is this? And this is a motherfucker in Ohio. Where is this motherfucker from? And why is that okay? All right. Family, I done spent up enough of your time this morning. Oh, my fault. No, I didn't. A Republican witness at the congressional hearing on police brutality didn't mention police brutality. So the Republicans bring in a motherfucker to talk about police brutality, and he doesn't talk about police brutality. He spends a lot of time talking about how dangerous policing is. And I want to deal with this piece. Because as scared as some of these motherfuckers are, this has got to be the most dangerous job in the world. I'm trying to tell you that police officers must do something. I mean, when it comes to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, they got to be the most dangerous. It has to be the most dangerous job on this list. So let's go down here, because everybody talk about the safety of police officers and shit. Let's go. Here go the. I ain't even got to look. Police is number one. What that say right there? Oh, number one, logging workers. Okay, then they got to be in the top three. I know, because the way these motherfuckers be pulling out guns, you know what I'm saying, all the gunfights they be in, all the car chases that they be in, it has to be in the top three. So, okay, fishers and related fishing workers. That's number two. Okay, cool. Number three, aircraft pilots and flight engineers. Then it got to be within the top five. I've been wrong before. So it's roofers is number four. So they got to be number four. Refuse and recyclable material collectors. Okay, then they still in the top 10. It's a very dangerous job. The number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they're going to be in the top 10. I ain't even going to read down because I already know. Drivers, sales, workers, and truck. Okay. Farmers, ranchers, and other. Okay, structural, iron, and steel work. All right, so it got to be number 10. First line supervisor, construction trades, and extraction workers. Okay. First line supervisor, landscaping, lawn service in the back. So hold on. These motherfuckers is talking about they put their life on the line every day. I think loggers put their life on the line every day so that you can sit down on those nice wood chairs that you got in your house, or eat on that nice wood table, or even use some of the wood that you build fences and build houses with. And the fishermen who go out to sea. So you mean to tell me that these jobs are more dangerous than police officers? Where is police on this shit? Where is it? Might not even be mentioned, family. These motherfuckers got everybody believing that they're doing the most dangerous job. When these motherfuckers, listen, when they came out to face these protesters in Columbus, these motherfuckers came out just like Iron Man. How dangerous was that? They pushing on people with no protection. These people that they're pushing on in spring have absolutely no protection. These motherfuckers came out with better equipment than the Dallas Cowboys, than the Cleveland Browns combined. Dallas Cowboys and the Cleveland Browns combined. These motherfuckers had helmets with shields over them, right? Arm pads, shoulder pads, full front chest covered, knee pad. These motherfuckers, I swear, I was just waiting for a motherfucker to turn or full 90 degrees, because it's almost like RoboCop was out there. Give me a break. How dangerous it is. And then on top of that, you choose that shit. It ain't like you drafted to be a goddamn police officer. Why are you going to the police force if you're going to live in fear? And what's even crazier is that it's not even easy to become a police officer. They give you a psychological test to test. So where is this test coming from? Who is running this test? And then who's letting motherfuckers like this get up and talk? Get the fuck out of here. Mitch McConnell's story. A seat at the table, family. Y'all need to go and check out this story, because this is about Mitch No Neck McConnell. Go and check it out. Be amazed. My man did an excellent job on this. This is a Vice project. They basically call Mitch out as real good, but they let you know how Mitch operates and how Mitch benefited from government programs and charity, and how Mitch, in the same breath, is taking that same opportunity from whole generations. Come on, fam. Some realistic solution for income inequality. You can check that out yourself. They never mention reparations, so I'm just laying that there. A wave of layoffs is coming for 100,000 a year white collar jobs, because right now, with everybody being at home, businesses are able to evaluate and figure out who is really not needed. So this shit is coming back home to roost. Yesterday, Sister Navita did something with a brother by the name of Carlos Christian on prison reform. I thank y'all for your support. 25 views, one share. Go ahead, fam. But what surprised me yesterday was, DigiTV, 150 people reached, 36 views, 36 engagements, 52 views, 7 shares. Family, y'all showing out. Let me give y'all a round up. This is incredible. And Brother Joe, if you want that juice, you better holler at me. The only thing I got left, I got one ginger grape left. Because the person I made it for hasn't been in contact with me, and I don't want to hold nobody else up. All right, so family, this is Brother Hatem. I am out. But on my way out, while I'm getting ready, I'm going to eat a little bit of breakfast and stuff like that. I am going to, because somebody asked about the coffee piece yesterday, I am going to share the coffee piece with y'all. Let's do it like that.
I'm here to talk to you about today is alkalizing your coffee, making Ujamaa coffee, right? Now, I call it Ujamaa coffee. Why? Because I can. Coochie Chagalia, shit. Self-determination. I determined that this alkalized coffee is my coffee. And this is Ujamaa coffee. What's mine is Ujamaa. That's my family. That's my tribe. So I have to represent. So here you go, family, real quick. In order to make this, you're going to need you some ground coffee. I went and got some Allegro coffee from Whole Foods. This is light roast, but you get your coffee. You know
Shouts out to Brother Nehemiah as well as Brother Grime. I see y'all out there. Nehemiah, this for you. This the coffee thing you asked for. Well, you ain't asked for, but you asked about the coffee.
Because that's in my article, right? That Baobab powder. This is the brand that I use. You click the link, it'll take you right there. You're going to need some coconut oil, like that. You see it? Straight from Africa, right? Just like the Baobab powder. You know, we're going to get our link for that, and we'll be able to handle that. And, of course, you're going to need a French press. I'm going to show you how to use this French press in a second, all right? Because that's probably one of the questions that some of you have, okay? So I'm going to use this French press. I like using the French press because it gives me a better quality of coffee without all the machinery, and it's very simple to use, easy to use, and you get the most flavor. I mean, I get some flavorful coffee because I like my coffee thick and black, like myself. I have a water boiler here, you know what I'm saying, simple water boiler, and we are going to get started in the process. But there's one ingredient missing. Hold on. You can't have the Africanized coffee. You can't have the Ujamaa coffee without that ambrosia. Now, you don't necessarily have to have that ambrosia, but you can use this. Now, I'm using, this one is a little bit older, but I was thinking about using an older one because it has a stronger acidity, a stronger vinegar type cut. Not a lot of it, but just enough, right? All right, so let's get started. All right, first step in the process is we want to get our water started, right? So we're going to get our water started in this. All right, while we're waiting for the water to boil, I'm going to show you how to set up your French press. Now, okay, you know I do things a little bit differently, and I got a fan all the way down. You know, I could change the angle, but I don't want to do that. I want y'all to catch the reel. So we got the French press, which is composed of several different pieces. You see the screen in there, which helps keep the coffee from spreading into the water, and this is how you separate it. The pressure of, once you put this in, you allow it to brew, then you push it down. That screen in there will catch all of the extra coffee and push it down below, allowing the coffee to come up. But you gotta let that sit for a couple of minutes. So I'm gonna do this. I only got a little bit left. I like my coffee black, right? So here we go. I don't even need the spoon. I'm just gonna pour it in here, cover up the bottom, give me a nice amount. This is one of the reasons I got one of those boilers, because if you listen in the back, just like my steamer, it heats up the water fast. I put that amount of coffee in there. You know, for some of y'all that might be too much, for others it might not be enough. Just throw a little bit more in there. Back up, please. Alright, so we got that in there. We're going to let the water come to a boil. I ain't need to put that on there yet. I'm excited. Alright, so let's move to the next step, okay? The next step of the process, if you have time. Now you can stir it with your hand, but to really get the nice smoothness and get everything together and broken down, you're gonna need to use a blender. So I'm gonna use a blender, right? So what I'm gonna do is prepare what needs to go in the blender. What's gonna go in the blender is the baobab powder, this, the coconut oil, and a little bit of ambrosia. So let's do each one at a time. Here we go. Hold on. So we're gonna start with that premium coconut oil. Now, for those of you that's trying to lose weight, one of the reasons I use this is because the body likes fats, and one of the foods that has a lot of fats is vegetable oils. I know some of y'all swear oils off, but I like the oils, right? I love the oils. So I'm going to pour a little bit of this in here. I don't do the measurements. Y'all gonna measure depending on your taste, how much you want in there, right? Because you taste a coconut flavor. Now, I imagine that I could actually use some actual coconut or even some coconut milk, but I like the oil. Then also we're gonna take some of this powder, and one of the reasons I like blending it is because this powder will clump up. It finds its own kind, and it likes to clump up. You know, I want to break that down so that we can get us a nice smoothness. Now, this right here, if you read my article, it talks about a lot of benefits. Now, one of the reasons that you can put this in the coffee and let it do that, but I like the fiber aspect of this, right? And it's a prebiotic, so I'm trying to get a lot of those fibers into my diet, or a lot of fiber to feed my microbiome. Now, the microbiome, those that's been following the Ujamaa journey, y'all know that I love talking about that microbiome, right? Because that is one of the key pieces to health that a lot of people are missing, all right? Now, so I'm gonna take a little bit of the ambrosia, throw it in there. All right, I think I'm gonna put some old ambrosia in here too, just to level it off. Hold on. All right, right here what we have is some old ambrosia. As you can see, still got dust on the bottom. It has a nice vinegar taste. Got a little acid. I know some of y'all swear off acid and all that. Okay, that's on you. I'll take all the acid that you don't use. So we're gonna allow this to wait for the coffee. And the thing I like about this is that this water boiler, it don't be messing around. So I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna pour the water into here. Oh, you see that? Boom. We're going to allow that to sit. And to kind of seal it off so it can do its thing, actually, let's do a little gentle stir. Do a little gentle stir. Use a nice little stir. Get down there. Kind of mix it up. You know, they say use plastic. What the hell? Ujamaa journey. We define the world for ourselves, right? So we getting busy. All right. Ooh. Nice strong coffee. All right. So now on this right here, you have right here. See that where you pour? That has helped strain as well. But I don't want that showing when I put it in here because I want it to kind of just sit up there and sit with itself. And we will be back in a couple of minutes. Right, we're going to allow the coffee to do its thing because I'm saying about 5 to 7 minutes, and we will be right back. Oh, it's kind of dozed off. I'm thinking it's ready. It's still kind of hot, but we can take it and you can press it down. That's why they call it the French press. I did about 5 to 10 minutes. Let it get nice and black. Look how black that is. Look at that. Look at that. You can't see through that shit. Man, I like my coffee black. No cream, no sugar. Right? So one of the things I like, oh hold on, I gotta turn it around to the holes where you pour. Make it easier. Easier pour. Y'all see how different the pour is? You see how the grounds are stuck at the bottom? Now, see why I like that? You know, you throw them grounds away. I know some of y'all like to use those grounds, but they've been pressed out. You know what I'm saying? We don't press everything out of them we can get. So you get a nice little thing that looks like this. You're going to take it. The oil is already melting and coming to the top. And what we're going to do, we're going to move to the blender. Here we go. All right. Do that. Something I forgot. I need the top to the blender or something. It's real life here at Ujamaa Journey, so I can't keep the top of a blender. My kids be doing experiments and doing their own shows. So here we go. Now, of course, you know this don't take that long, but because I'm doing it for y'all, it's gonna take taking a little bit longer. But I want y'all to see the consistency. Give me a second. All right, so we got it nice and blended out. I just want you to see. You usually don't drink coffee. I don't drink coffee from a glass. I got my favorite cup, and that's the only thing I'm missing. But I want you to see how that looks. You see that? That's one of my ambrosia tasting glasses. Let's go and sample this here. Hot damn. Now, it's not sweet, but you can taste the coconut oil in it. And you definitely can taste the baobab plant or the baobab powder, fruit powder in here. And it gives it a sour, tangy type taste. But it's real good and it's good for you. So I'm going to go and enjoy my coffee. Hopefully y'all got what y'all needed out of this. This is Brother Hatim on Ujamaa Journey saying peace.
Women, but most important African goddesses were black. Not just for the African now, in the civilization of the Greek. The Greek was so profoundly affected by the Africans that the goddess of chastity was a black woman, Artemis. The goddess of wisdom was a black woman, Minerva. The goddess of beauty was a black woman, Diana. And many of their great mythological figures which were critical to the vision of history, the history of the Greeks in the Odyssey. The woman who draws, who has the power to draw Odysseus and all his crew into her, is Circe, who is represented as a black woman with African features on the Greek vases. The woman who helps Jason win the Golden Fleece is a black woman, Medea. The woman who marries Perseus, the Greek hero, is a
from the wise, never catch girls among swine. It's just a waste of time, cause they can't see you shine when you walk amongst the blind. Even when you reflect divine, divine. Word from the wise,